In this tutorial, I will be taking you through a step-by-step guide on how you can create and format a document in Google Docs. First of all, you can only use Google Docs if you have a Google account. If you don't have a Google account, I'll leave a link in the description for you to check that out. In that particular link, I spoke about how you can create multiple accounts, even if you have existing ones. So we'll go ahead and open our Chrome browser. After opening your Chrome browser, you go ahead and select a new tab. It's easier to use Chrome browser because of the Google apps that we have displayed over here. You go ahead and select it. Then you navigate your mouse to Google Drive. Over here in Google Drive, you can go ahead and then click on New and then select a new Google Doc from this option. But the only disadvantage is that this particular Google Doc is not going to be in a folder. It's just going to be in your drive. But then I want my files to be in folders, which I have organized. All right. So I'll just go ahead and click on Google Docs. If you want to create a new folder, you can go ahead and click on New. Then you select New Folder. You give it a name. I'd say create a document, and you select create. Then a new folder will be created for us. You can select on these three dots to show you more actions. So these actions can be like changing the color of your folder or moving your folder. We can talk more about folder later on. If you're interested in knowing more about how to create folders in Google Drive and navigate Google Drive, make sure to leave a comment and I would make a video on that. I'm just going to give it this color. You double click to open your folder, and inside this folder, that is where we are going to create our new Google Doc. So over here, make sure that you open your folder, then you navigate your mouse to new, you select Google Doc. When you open a new Google document, the first thing you need to do is to change the name of the Google document. So over here, I'm just going to give it a simple name. After renaming your document, you can then go ahead and start this particular document in case this is a very important file. I'll go ahead and use lorem ipsum to generate my document. Over here, I'm going to select the number of paragraphs that I want. I'll just say I want 8 paragraphs, and I'll go ahead and generate lorem ipsum. I'll select the whole of this, Command C or Control C, and then come back to my file and paste this. I'll go ahead and format this particular document into titles, subtitles, and normal text, and change from normal text to heading 1. I can do the same for the others as well. So it's going to be my heading 2. This is going to be heading 2 as well. Now that we have the headings, we'll go ahead and add a title. So over the title, I can say the journey of Jesus. After adding your title, one thing that you can also do is you can change the font type. All right. You can change the font type and the font size. And what you can do is, in order not to be selecting pieces of the text and applying fonts to them, you can click on Command A or Control A and then select your font type, and you can also change the font size as well. We can make this a 10 or 18, 14. After applying the font size, you realize that our heading and then our subheading, our title and our subheading has also reduced. In order to change that, we're going to go back and select this, then we select title. All right. You can also select one heading and hold shift on your keyboard and select the other heading, and you are good to go. So you can give that a try. You can select the first heading, hold shift on your keyboard and select the other so that you apply the styles to all of them. This is how our document is currently looking. We're going to add some images to make it look more nice and more appealing. So we just go ahead and click on insert. I want my first image to be beneath the title of this particular word, choose those. And you head over to image. I don't have any images on my computer or laptop at the moment, so I'll click on search the web. Over here in the search bar, let me just close this. Oh, sorry, let me go back. So search the web. I'm going to change this and say juice bar. Click enter. Over here, I'll scroll through the images and select the one that I prefer. I like this image so much, so I just click on it and select insert. After successfully inserting the image, you head over to this particular image. You can reset the image using this option, or you can crop your image by clicking on that, and then you get to crop your image. Okay, so this is how you go about it. You can also adjust the placement of the image. It can be wrap text, which we will look at that in the other sample illustration that we will do. And then you can also we have some image options here, like the size and then the rotation of the image. You can do that in this particular side, but I like the way this image is placed, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. We've already looked at text wrapping, but I'll dive deeper as we progress. And then you can also change the color of your image. All right, so you can select this and it's going to change to that. After changing the colors, in case you want to go back to the original color, you can use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl Z or Command Z. You can also adjust your image. The opacity talks about the transparency of the image. All right, so you can make it either highly transparent or not transparent. You can also change the brightness of the image. If you don't like the adjustments that you did to your image, you can click on reset to go back to the original. You can type some alternative text attached to the image. So when you're done with all that, you click on close. And this is how your image is going to look. We can center our title by selecting it, and over here we select the align and index, and we select center, align center, and it's going to be centered for us. Now we go back to our second heading, and beneath this I want the image to be on this side, so you make sure you put your cursor there. We go back to insert image, search to web, and this time around I'm going to look for mango juice. I have my mango juice over here, so select it, then click on insert. I'm going to change the adjustment or the placement of this particular image. I'll say wrap text. So I have my image placed here for me. Go ahead and give some space. So we are done with the second part. I'll go back to the third heading and then we do that for all of our headings, all right? So you can hold the image and drag it to any position on the text as well. One more thing that you can also do is that you can change the border weight by clicking on this and selecting either 8 point, and you can change the color of the border weight and you're going to have something like this. But if you don't want something like that, you just click on none and you are good to go. You can also have the type of, when you select the border weight, you can select the type of border that you want on your image. When you select the image and you right click, you can have some other options that you can explore. When you view more actions, you have suggest edit, save to keep, or you can change this particular page to landscape. All right, but we won't do that for now. So after everything, this is how our page is looking. You can insert links inside a page by selecting a particular word. Let's say that, for instance, I want to insert a link at this starting of the paragraph. I'll go ahead and select this, and inside the insert tab, I'll just select insert and click on link. Then I can add a particular link over here. Whenever somebody clicks on this link, it's going to take them to that particular destination. All right, so you can also use the file option. When you are done editing your file and everything, you click on file, and over here you can share this particular document with others, or you can email this particular file by just clicking on email, and you select email this file, and then you type in the email address of the person you want to send this particular file to. And then you can type a simple message here, and the file type, it can be a PDF, a rich text format, open document, Microsoft Word, or a plain text. And when you are done, you click on send. All right, I don't want to send this to any email. So I'll go back to file, and on the download option, I'm going to download this as a PDF. I just click on download. See, I have it beautifully curated here for me. One thing that you can also do is that you can look for inspirations on Canva in case you have a particular document that you want to create. You can check that out on Canva or Pinterest, and then follow along. Use that as an inspiration to create your own document. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment and I would respond to them.